Another game that I played was the Eden of Grisaia, which is the third in the original Grisaia series involving Yuji and the five girls from the Mihama Academy. The five girls are Yumiko, Amani, Michiru, Makino, and Sachi. And what happens is Yuji, the protagonist of the story, is captured because he is accused of fostering a terrorist plot against the government. And Yuji is eventually found to be held in the Ichigaya facility, which is sort of a CIA underground facility of the government. Well, the five girls of the Mihama Academy hatch a plot to rescue Yuji from the facility. There is also a subplot involving Heath Aslo, who was the original benefactor of Yuji and took him in when his mother committed suicide and Yuji was left with no means of support or place to go or anyone to raise him. And this Heath Aslo is involved in the conclusion of the story as well. Well, the five girls, with the assistance of Thanatos, who is sort of a human computer security apparatus that was built at the behest of the Ichigaya organization. And what this human computer apparatus is, it's sort of a security apparatus that can intercept all communication, all electronic transactions, all satellite and camera feeds, as well as able to act on them. And it is sort of a hidden from the knowledge of the government. It is secret and it is extremely powerful. Well, one core of this apparatus is actually the formation of the sister of Yuji, that is Kazuki. Kazuki is the older sister of Yuji, and this Kazuki is the same one that was involved in the first game with the bus that fell off the cliff into the crevasse, and then the scene devolved into one of cannibalism and mass deaths. Well, this Kazuki was near death and was finally rescued, and the rescuers took it upon themselves to put Kazuki in this machine interface and become Thanatos, sort of a human machine in one. Well, that core of the machine conspires with the five girls to rescue Yuji from Ichigaya captivity. And there's a pre-story where they train, arm, and fund themselves in preparation for the capture. Each of the five girls has sort of a specialty that they are able to use during the rescue mission. Ultimately, the rescue mission is successful, although there's sort of a twist in there, in that operatives from the Heath Aslo organization likewise attempt to capture Yuji during the transfer. Well, there's a battle that goes on for quite a while, but eventually the five girls and Yuji are able to escape in a German submarine replica, and they take off to the seas. Well, due to Yuji being put in a bracelet that cannot be opened and contains a armed bomb that has to be taken off within a certain time period, they are Yuji is forced to go henceforth to Heath Oslo's lair, which is a floating island ship in the ocean. Of course, Yuji defeats Heath Oslo and is free along with the rest of the girls, who then take an after story. Let me run a few scenes here to let you get an idea of how this goes. Let me go to another scene here. Let me go to an additional save.
念ながらまあどうぞ。
Let me go back to the title and then I'll give some more information plus my reading of the game. This Yuji is quite a remarkable character. He, quote, does it with each of the girls again in sort of the after story. And likewise does it with each and every one of every female that is in the game. His superior, the principal of the academy, his sister, not that unusual for these H-type games for the male to do it with their sister. And in this case it is actually a blood sister. Sort of unsettlingly, there is also a scenario where his mother and Yuji, that is younger Yuji, are doing it because the mother has, quote, a need as her husband has left her. Likewise, younger Yuji in one of the after story is accosted by the girls' basketball team and is subjected to a attack where he is forced to do it with each and every one of the girls from the basketball team. So it's really a rather intense story. All in all, this game takes maybe 30 plus hours to get through all of it. So it's a quite long length game. I would say the third game here, Eden of Grisaia, is sort of a not over the top, but somewhat over the top ending for the trilogy of Grisaia. I would give it a grade of B plus. It's good, but kind of after going through each of these three games, this one is not really up to par with the others. But you could sort of say that everything works out in the end. So desires are fulfilled. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look for further games, and if they're worthwhile, I'm going to play them, and if I can, I will let you know what I think of them, as well as how I play them. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you catch my next video.